Hello, good afternoon, dear grade 9 students. Welcome to this year's guidance orientation. My name is Mr. Francis Robert F. Bonifacio. I believe I met some of you yesteryear or last school year when Mrs. Tan was not around to give you the orientation as well. That was around this time of the school year. So, allow me to share with you some of the slides that I have prepared. I think around 10 slides only so that you will not be bombarded with too much information. I am sure that the next days to come will be filled with information that you have to remember as we go through this Excel experience together. So again, good afternoon. Allow me to share the slides. So please bear with me. I'm new to this. I am not a vlogger. So everything that I am doing right now um, is something that I haven't done in the past. Okay, so there you go. The grade 9 guidance orientation. So this school year is quite unique to all of us, like what Father Ari said in his welcoming remarks this morning or yesterday, right? So there you go. That's my complete name. I am Mr. Francis Robert F. Bonifacio, and you may reach me out at Francis F. Bonifacio at xs.edu.ph. So, gentlemen, allow me to share more about myself. As you can see on your screen, it is now my ninth year serving in Xavier School as a school counselor. But overall, it is already my 17th school year or 16th school year working as a school counselor. So the very first students that I've handled, most of them are now, or many of them are now parents. So as you can see, in the past, in my third year as a counselor here in Xavier, I have handled the grade 9. I have handled a grade 9 batch, no? And they finished their stay in Xavier last 2018. They are the Dragon batch. So if you have brothers in that batch, well, I'm fortunate to say that I was their guidance counselor. So last year, I handled the college and career office. So for me, it's the most, it has its own unique demands, but because you are handling students from grade 7 to 12. But this year, as your counselor, um, it is also quite uh, it is also quite more focused because there is only a certain set of students that I'll be handling. Okay, next. So more about me. Uh, ano to? Give this opportunity for me to introduce myself more about myself. Okay? So last year, I think nasabi ko sa inyo because many of you were asking if I am related to Andres Bonifacio. Yes, I am related to Andres Bonifacio. Actually, he is the uncle of my dad. And yes, bakit dad? You might be wondering. Okay. Um, I am the 16th in a brood of 16. In short, I'm the youngest in 16 siblings. My dad was born in 1923. Sorry, I'll have to go much deeper. My dad was born in 1923 and my mom was born in 1932. If you're going to compare their age with your parents or maybe with your lolos and lolas, you will notice that they are way older, no? So again, going back, my dad was born in 1923 and his father was born around 1860s. So can you imagine the jump? So that pretty explains why in my dad's timeline, no, or in my grandfather's timeline, he is related to Andres. Okay, so the first icon that you see on your screen is the smiley. Okay, I'm a very optimistic person. I always want to entertain positivity. No, not in a toxic way, but in a way that it will make me feel better because I know there is always a good meaning that you can extract from a certain experience. A good meaning, a good explanation from it. Okay? The second icon that you are seeing, yes, that's a camera. I love taking photos. No? I'm sure some of you are interested too in taking photographs. No? Uh, Perhaps some of you even have expensive cameras. No? Ako, I am using, I don't have it right now. I also have a DSLR. It's a Canon 7D. And if I'm not mistaken, I spent around 2 years, no? 2 years of um, of of pagtitipid just to buy that camera around that time because it's one of the beasts and the best during that time. So, but right now I am using my cell phone most of the time, and photography is a good um, it's a good outlet for me, no? Positive outlet, that is. Okay, so the third icon that you see is someone who's cycling, no? Who's riding his bicycle. If you see last year someone from the high school elevator riding his bicycle, no, especially during dismissal or around early in the morning, that's me. Because I bike to work every day. So wala pa tong new normal na to. I am already biking to work every single day last school year. No? And I'm missing it a lot because it's one of the exercises that I do and my body is longing for it. I computed the length of or rather the distance that I have traveled throughout the school year. And you'll be surprised. I was even surprised when I found out that it is a round trip of Manila to Cebu 3 times, times three. So that's the distance that I have covered during that bike to work experience last school year. Well, I love to, the fourth icon, I love to listen to music. It's also my outlet. It's one of my self-care activities. Well, the fifth icon is a dog. I love to take care of dogs. Unfortunately, I can't right now because I have 3 kids that I have to take care to first, no? And losing a dog, I know how it feels, no? I have already lost 2 dogs, and sometimes it is making me wonder if I'm still capable of taking care of another one. This pandemic, I enjoyed cooking a lot. Yes, I enjoyed cooking a lot. I think I'm enhancing my skills. No, I'm watching a lot of vlogs, or rather, um, Facebook posts of how to cook a certain dish. I love sunsets. I love to travel, and at the last one, at the end of the day, I end my day with a prayer. Okay, so that's about me, your guidance counselor. So um, hopefully, you'll get to know more about me as we go through the entire school year. Okay, so for you not to be lost, this is the grade 9 class advisors and mentors directory. I won't be mentioning their names one by one. Okay, for this time, I'm allowing you to have a screen capture of this slide so that you won't be lost, no? So, gentlemen, as of now, there is no mentoring groups yet, but you will be assigned to someone who will be, uh, it's either to your class advisors or to his or her two other commenters. Okay? So, special shout out to 9E, to my commenters, Mr. Chopitaya and Mrs. Makabanti. Hello po. And of course, to you, 9E. Okay, so, yeah, parang feeling ko vlogger na ako. Nagsha-shoutout na. Okay, so what do I do as a school counselor? Of course, first and foremost, the heart of my profession is counseling. Guys, do you know the difference between advising and counseling? I want you to think about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, the difference between the two is first, sa counseling, you help the person to become independent. Sa advising, you help the person to become dependent. No? In counseling, you empower the person to make the decisions for himself. No? As the two of you explore the possibilities together. Okay? In advising, you are not making the person independent. Actually, you are making you are making the person more dependent on you. No? There are so many myths about counseling. Um, Sadly, here in the Philippines, the mental health practice that we have is just something new. No, in the past, if some people will know that you are seeking psychiatric or counseling help from a professional like me, um, you can be easily labeled. You can be easily labeled, and that's unfortunate. Good thing right now in the Philippines, little by little, we are taking that baby steps of improving the mental health practice. I remember Ron Artest when they won the championship like a decade ago. No, he was interviewed by this NPA reporter about what he did right, no, to condition himself mentally and psychologically. Gentlemen, do you know what he mentioned first during that interview? He thanked publicly his psychiatrist. No? He thanked publicly his psychiatrist. Okay? So I'm sharing that because you have to acknowledge that you need help. And not all the help that you can get is a valid one. No? So gentlemen, especially in this time of the pandemic, I can be the extra ears that you might need. Okay? The second bullet that you see is routine interview. For routine interview, hopefully, okay, I will get to interview all of you, not throughout the school year. You will be receiving a Google form from me. No, one of these days, I'll be sending it to you. Please fill that up so that you can it's going to facilitate, no, me knowing about your batch, about you personally, no. So the next bullet is case referrals. Gentlemen, I'm going to ask a big favor from you. Can you also be the extension of my ears and eyes, especially in the setup that we have right now, which is remote. Everything is remote. You know the behavior of your friends. I want to assume you know the behavior of your friends more than I do in terms of their online life, no? Um, if you think somebody needs help, please do not hesitate to let me know. No? And of course, the confidentiality will be kept. The fourth bullet is parent-teacher conferences. As you know, it's not only your teachers who need to talk to your parents. No, I also need to get to know your parents, sana, no, so that if needed, we can share information that will help you more as a student. And of course, as a counselor, I will not going to tell all the things that you have shared with me. Filtered na yun, no? Promise, filtered na yun. Then batch talks. This is one of the things that we have planned during the summer, no? Carefully planned, and you will be having this as a batch, no? Recommendation letters. Every now and then, hindi ito madalas for grade 9 students. Every now and then, we do write recommendation letters for those who are going to transfer schools, or sometimes those who are seeking scholarship outside Xavier. Okay, you will be needing these recommendation letters. As a career and college and career counselor last year, I made recommendation letters for the seniors, and I'm happy to say many of them got accepted to different universities abroad. Okay? And then disciplinary board, sana walang DB ngayon. If I am not mistaken, there was no DB that happened last year in your batch. Kudos to all of you. And then mentoring, okay. The mentoring program of the school is anchored, or rather spearheaded by the guidance department. Okay, so the last bullet is career. Okay, guys, this is your edge for having me as your guidance counselor this year. I serve as a career, or rather college and career counselor last year, no? So all the things that I have learned in that position, I can share it with you. Gentlemen, just one reminder, no? Especially for those who are going to study in UP. Okay? Please take note that if you're going to take the UPCAT, it's not enough to pass the UPCAT alone. Okay? I think I have shared this with you last year, but I want you to be reminded. A portion of that UPCAT result is your grades from grades 9, 10, and 11. Again, 9, 10, and 11. Okay? So, whatever the result of your grade 9 grades, your final grades that is, okay, please see to it that it's going to help you in your college application in UP. No? If I'm not mistaken, 60% of your UPCAT results is from your grades 9, 10, and 11. Ayan ha, sinabihan ko na kayo. Sir, yes now. Okay, so speaking of career, if I am not the college and career counselor anymore this year, sino na? So this is Miss Joanne Clarissa Pusta, Miss Joanne Clarissa Pusta, aka Miss Joni. I'm sure she is familiar with you. She used to be the assistant principal for formation in grade school. No? So, ano siya, lumang bago. Luma because she's been with Xavier more than I do. And bago because she's back. She's new to the high school department again. Who among you here are decided to pursue IB? Who among you here are decided to study abroad? No? These are some of the questions your college and career counselor, Miss Joni, can help you decide. No? Pero sabi ko nga, you are so fortunate to have me as your counselor this year because most of the things that she knows, I can still answer. I can still answer because I'm still updated in one way of another or another. The thing with college applications abroad, it's always changing, no? The information are always changing. Okay, so again, she is Miss Clarice, or rather, Joanne Clarissa Pusta, or Miss Joni in short. Okay, so next slide. So these are some of the periods that I want you to remember for this school year. As you can see, there's the advisory period. It's every Monday, 8 o'clock to 8:30 a.m. But mind you, people, 20 minutes of that time, of that advisory period, is going to be invested to a certain module. Okay? So kanina, or rather yesterday, I saw that, well, I think you also saw it. What happened to that group chat in YouTube, no? I mean the chat box in YouTube while the ceremonies was going on. It's so disturbing, no? So perhaps we need something about internet etiquette first, no? So again, your advisory period, the first 20 minutes will be, or rather a good 20 minutes of it will be invested to a certain module according to yourself, the community, and others, no? These three things, these three themes. Okay, so guys, don't forget that every Fridays, 12:50 to 1:40, we will have our virtual mentoring period, no? Like what I have said a while ago, wala pa talagang breakdown of who the mentors will be. Okay, so again, remember the time, it's 12:50 to 1:40. Of course, consultation period. We are in a time that you really need to invest time as well in consulting your teachers, no? So this is from Monday to Friday, 1:40 to 2:30 p.m. Okay, so please do not hesitate to reach out to your teachers, because expect that we will also be reaching out to you if we think there is something that you have to be reminded of. Okay, so gentlemen, take a good look at this slide because they are very important. Okay, so the next slide will be, since there are okay, so guys, for this next slide, I want to show you a video clip I found in YouTube. So this 5-minute video, it's going to show us how it's like to be in this uncharted territory. We are not familiar in our situation right now. I mean, all of us, we are all in the equal footing when it comes to finding our way, no? Us reaching out to you, you learning from us. Okay, so I hope you are going to enjoy this video, because I can relate to much of what they are going through. So let's watch this.
What did you do? Dad, holy...
Here are some of our favorite lockdown reporter moments.
Lily and Savvy wanted to say hi to everybody. Come here, Sav. You're too little, Sav. They're not going to see you down there, honey.
When you're working from home, every day is bring your kids to work day.
Okay, girls, how about you go right over there and let's watch Daddy do his stuff, okay?
So when New York City meteorologist Lonnie Quinn tried to tell the forecast,
Savvy's going to cry, so otherwise we're going to just keep her with us, guys. All right, it is 6...
his kids wanted nothing more than to stay on camera.
You want to see the tutu? I'll show you the tutu one more time. There we go with our tutu.
I want to stay with you forever.
Well, this has gone south very quickly.
Clearly, something Lonnie wasn't forecasting was for his little ones to steal his thunder.
Okay.
Maple, can you stop just for a second?
It wasn't so sunny for meteorologist Scott Connell in St. Louis when his dog kept interrupting.
3, 2, 1. More cold air. 3, 2, 1. Cold air continues across.
He almost gets his stand-up in.
We'll show you when the best chance of precipitation is with Futurecast. Maple.
We don't need to see that forecast map. We'll just look at Brody.
Then Brody the dog made a faux pas when he accidentally hit a button that impacted Paul Delegato's forecast in Tampa, Florida.
Come here, buddy. You just messed it. Come up here for a second. Just come on. Come up here. Come on. Up, 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 up. The maps aren't going to move because he just whacked the computer with his head. So let me just verbalize the forecast, okay? That wasn't very smart.
Pets are crashing live reports everywhere. Here's a TV station in Detroit.
And by the way, Brian and Amira, you guys trying to do this with a dog watching you right here? Hey, Scout. How about that?
Yes.
What do you think? She does everything on command. Just like that, huh?
Something similar happened on the Weather Channel.
This has been my coworker all day. Everybody say hi to Astro. Chris?
Yeah, Jackie, I've got my coworker with us as well. This is Lulu.
Jessica Lang is a reporter in Sarasota, Florida. She was taping a stand-up in her kitchen with Mom behind the camera.
Technology kills viruses in just one. What did you do, Mom? Dad, holy crap!
Then comes Dad from down the hallway as he's putting his shirt on. Let's see that again.
Technology kills viruses in just one. What did you do, Mom? Dad, holy crap!
The caught-on-camera moments get worse. This reporter was live on the air on a channel in Spain. A semi-naked woman walked right behind him and into the frame. Whoops. And reporter Melinda Meza in Sacramento, California, was taping a segment on how to cut your own hair.
So people won't have to do this much longer.
But little did she realize her naked husband was in the shower. There's his reflection in the mirror.
Awkward or embarrassing moments beamed across the internet.
GMA contributor Will Reeve learned a good lesson when he opted for shorts instead of pants one morning.
Yep, that's me. Busted. Wearing shorts on GMA. My casual bottom half going viral.
A news reporter went live on the air without wearing pants. That's GMA's Will Reeve, sitting in his home with a suit jacket and tie on. And some shorts showing off his bare legs. Whoops. He didn't really mean for anyone to see he wasn't wearing pants. Reeve is the son of the late Christopher Reeve, who played Superman.
See, I'm from, well, pretty far away. Another galaxy, as a matter of fact.
Superman's alter ego, of course, was Clark Kent, who also stripped down in public sometimes.
Excuse me.
Reeve has been poking fun at himself for his on-air clothing mishap, calling it hilariously mortifying, saying he purposely had shorts on but didn't know anyone would see that at home. He posted a statement saying, "Trying to be efficient, I got ready for a post-GMA workout a little too soon this morning. The camera angle, along with friends, family, and several hundred strangers on the social media, made me rethink my morning routine." Any sartorial tips from these people wearing a belt, trousers, and shoes during their work video calls at home are most welcome. Now, back to work, wearing pants. Even GMA's George Stephanopoulos feels his pain.
Well, if you're watching right now, it is okay. I was wearing shorts yesterday as well. My camera was just a little bit higher.
I guess next time, don't shorts cut it.
On a personal note, I just want to say I try to take life seriously, but not myself, when I'm a lousy camera operator.
The next day, he put together a segment on best dress practices.
And a headline reminder for anyone who's using Zoom, Skype, FaceTime, anything with a camera, make sure you frame your shot.
Okay.
The perils of working from home.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Lee Sheps for InsideEdition.com.
Exactly, the perils of working from home. There are also perils on studying from home. Ayan, nadidistract na ako. There are so many things around me right now that is distracting me, like the sound of the cars outside, the tricycles, the rooster. You'll be hearing a lot of rooster. Expect that this school year. Things will not always go our way. We really have to embrace that fact. But we always have to remember that we have the goals. We have our goals that are bigger. That's why we really have to focus on the things that are within our control. I keep on saying this. And for my last slide,
what did you do?
Oops, see? Now for my last slide, now I want you to think about this. It's a quote from Anne Frank, okay? And she said, I don't think of all the misery, but of the beauty that still remains. Gentlemen, we really have to look at the positive side of things. We really have to be aware that we can always dwell on the things that are within our control. I think it's the best way to overcome the bad effects of this pandemic. Yes, we really need each other as well for us to survive this. So with that, thank you so much. Always remember to wear your mask, distance yourself, and rest well. Thank you so much for listening, gentlemen. Thank you so much, and I'll see you around. Bye for now.